Yesterday was America's Independence Day, July 4th. Well, you know what I got to say about Independence Day in America? Fuck the United States of America. Fuck the American flag. Fuck the United States government. Fuck the House of Representative members. Fuck the Senate members. They all corrupt. This whole goddamn government is a piece of shit. And I'm Jericho, the Black Dragon. Now I've spoken. Now, got that off my chest. Now I can move on to what I want to really talk about. I'm posing a question as the follow-up to Frederick Douglass's question in 1852. In 2021, my question that I pose: what to the descendants of the slaves is the 4th of July? The history of the United States of America is a history of enslavement of African peoples, tyranny, lynching, castration, buck breaking, rape, murder, torture, and many additional sadistic forms of torture and brutality, and colonization and exploitation of African peoples. To prove this, let the facts speak for themselves. To a candid world. All right, here we go. The Emancipation Proclamation, freeing all slaves, was signed into law in 1863 by President Lincoln. Within 2 years, 23 months of the Emancipation Proclamation being signed, the Dixiecrats, or you can call them the Democrats, it's the same face. The Dixiecrats passed the 13th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. Now, the 13th Amendment, what the 13th Amendment did was circumvented the Emancipation Proclamation. It went around it. The South said you freed the slaves, and we was against that. So we're going to pass a law in Congress that says no slavery, that's the 13th Amendment, no slavery except for punishment for conviction of a crime. All right. So the 13th Amendment caused slavery to legally exist throughout the United States. And where they used it is they moved it to the prison system. Yeah, everybody's talking about that now. Now, we got to talk about the prison system, since that's where the slavery is. The U.S. criminal justice system is the largest in the world. At year end, over 6.7 million individuals were on some form of correctional control in the United States, including 2.2 million incarcerated in federal, state, and local prisons and jails, and for African Americans in particular. The source of such disparities is deeper and more systemic than explicit racial discrimination. The U.S. operates two distinct criminal justice systems, one for the wealthy people and one for the poor people and the people of color. There is no equal justice. By creating and perpetuating policies that allow such racial disparities to exist in its criminal justice system, the U.S. is in violation of its obligations under Article 2 and Article 26 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, to ensure that its residents, regardless of race, are treated equally under the law. Shit, not in America. But now, concerning that 3/5 of a man, now when we were in school, in elementary school, I'm sure everybody in America in the public school system, whatever state you were in, I'm going to show you a picture here, and you will see, oh, I recognize that. Now, this is concerning the 3/5 of a man. It has to do with evolution and creation. They both took place. It wasn't just one. Some species evolved and some species were created. That's life on Earth. Now, the white man, the Caucasian, the European, whatever you want to call him, the European, they claim that we're in the Constitution, we're the 3/5 of a person, or we're the mankind. The word mankind is also in the Constitution. Mankind. You remember when John Glenn stepped on the moon, his famous phrase? One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Well, who the hell is mankind? It damn sure ain't the black people. It damn sure ain't us. We're the original people. We're the first damn people on Earth. So it got to be him. You see that? You don't see no black person in there. That's a white person. He evolved. He tells you the ape has 98% of the DNA that the humans have. No, he got 98% of your DNA, not ours. We're not the same species. He got your DNA. You evolved. We were created. You understand that? Yeah. Yeah. And if you don't understand it, when it rains in the summertime, go stand, let a white man get wet, soaking wet. Go stand beside him. You say, damn, where's that wet dog? I smell a wet dog. You know how a wet dog smell when you smell it? All right, there it is. So now, there's your 3/5 of a person right there. He's right there. He's told you his history, but you didn't understand it. He lies and switches and twists it, but it's always there. All you have to do is look for it and you'll find it. It's right in front of your eyes. You know? So now, I want to say this. Judge Joe Brown, Judge, you said 3/5 of a man in the on July 1st, 2021, when you was on a live stream on the Real Dana Show, you said, and you posted it publicly, that when a caller in asked you a question about 3/5 of a person, you told that man that 3/5 of a person wasn't talking about one man as a 3/5 of a person. It was speaking about the whole, all the slaves together, the total number of them, that they were only going to count 3/5 of the total for the purposes of representation in Congress. That's what you told that man. That's bullshit. That is not the truth of what the Constitution says. And you saying it's not 3/5 of a man. And I'm here to tell you that's bullshit. And you're a judge. You should fucking know better than that, man. Listen, I've been doing this stuff here. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a judge. I've been litigating law for 39 years. Judge, you would know me as a writ writer. You know what they are, where they come from. I'm a writ writer, but also I have a formal education in legal too, from the University of Buffalo, class of 99, right here in Buffalo, New York. Now, what I want to tell you is, Judge, it was the Constitution saying, I'm going to read it for you to show you what you said, and you need to recant that, retract it, modify it, or do something with it, because you can't go around as a judge and be false like that. You know, if you was on a trial as a judge and you heard this case and you made that statement in your opinion as to why you ruled that way, your case would be overturned and sent back to you or dismissed with prejudice because of what you said. That ain't no good. That ain't constitutional law, what you said, interpreting the. You can't twist the facts of the Constitution to fit what you want it intended to mean. You have to go with the words and the language of the Constitution or what the people who wrote it intended the words to mean, not what you want it to mean. Now, in the Constitution, it says under Article 1, Section 2.3, representatives and direct taxes shall be apportioned among the several states, which may be included within this union, according to their respective numbers, which shall be determined by adding the whole number of free persons, including those bound to service for a term of years, and excluding Indians not taxed, 3/5 of all other persons. Now, where it says they're counting, in this it says, adding to the whole number of free persons. So now if you're a free person, you're counted as a whole number. Then it goes on down to say, and 3/5 of all other persons, those are the slaves that you were talking about, that whole number. It said 3/5 of all other persons. Person is one, singular. When you put an S on it, it means all of them, singular, but collectively. You try to turn around and just say it was all of them together as one bunch. That ain't what the Constitution say, and that ain't what they intended it to say. You distorted a demented version of the Constitution. You got to tell it like it is. You know damn well the 3/5 of the man was talking to us and talking about us. Even General Milley got up there in Congress the other day, even though he said the wrong number, he said 3/4 of a man, but that wasn't the problem. That problem was he knew it's in the Constitution referring to black people as 3/5 of a man. So he got his number wrong. He know damn well that that was what it is. But you gonna sit here as a black man and gonna say, no, that ain't what it is. How the hell are you gonna tell me you know the Constitution's words and what they intended better than a general, a white general that's in Congress and at that level? God damn, Judge, please, come on, man. That's that the white man, that's his system. Those are his brothers that wrote the Constitution. Do you think he can identify with the language they use and what they intended it to mean? Shit. Y'all get up here and say stuff that's wrong and foul. Now I'm a writ writer. Judge, I'm a writ writer. And I have formal education. And I'm here to tell you I'm also published in law books with wins dealing with constitutional law. Because I had to deal with, when I was in prison, I had to deal with people who came to me or came to others that were writ writers and said, the judge did this, the lawyer did this, the prosecutor did this, the police officer did this, or this happened to me, We had to file his writ writer, do the writ writing and file on his constitutional issues. So I got plenty of experience with constitutional matters. And I'm here to tell you that what you said is totally false. It's bogus. And other than that, I wouldn't even be on live. But because you said that, I don't even make videos, but here I'm coming in. I'm coming in hard with these people who talking to this 3/5 of man. The critical race theory is live, well, and it's working good. And it's people like you make statements like that that puts a little bit of pressure on you. Now, you got to understand, me and you came up with on the same group of people, the same people that you ran with. You're only 11 years older than me. The same people you ran with in California when you was out there, going to school and all that, and fraternizing with all of those activists, and I'll call it activists and advocates and whatever. I was here in Washington, D.C. with the same group that you were with. It was the same group. I was 12 years young, 11, 12 years younger than you, but they taught me and I was with them. In fact, one of them was a member of my family. One part of my family was in the heroin and drugs, and the other was following the Black Panthers. All right. So, you know, that's where I grew up. And to protect the innocent, I can't say no more about anything else about what's happening in Washington, D.C., where I grew up, to protect the innocent. But we came up on the same philosophy. You learned the same people I learned from. So you should fix that, Judge. You should fix that. I like you, brother. I like you with all my heart. But when you said that, I still like you. Even though you said that, I ain't got nothing to do with me. Brother, I like you not. But this is a legal matter here, and I'm arguing legal matters, and I'm rebuttaling what you said. That's what we're doing here, Judge. That's my intention with you on this. And I'm asking to please go on live and recant that, retract it, modify it, or fix it. Because you're wrong. And you're making all of us look bad saying that. Because a lot of people know damn well that that ain't true. And I'm asking you to fix that, please. Now, as far as January 6th, 2021, that ain't over. Them white folks is still, they done tasted America's white blood, the corruption in the American government, they done tasted the blood in the Capitol. They coming for y'all ass in Washington. Y'all white people, Your own white people are coming for y'all. They coming for you. Don't sleep on them. You ain't even gonna shoot them when they come any goddamn way. You ain't gonna do nothing but let them overthrow the goddamn government. So I want to smoke a cigar when they come and stand there and watch, so I can enjoy that shit when the government fall, because you damn motherfuckers won't even fire your weapon and goddamn save the government. But I don't want you to save it. I hope you goddamn don't fire your goddamn weapon. Fuck the United States of America. Motherfucker, what y'all did to me and my family and my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my great-great-grandmother, my fuck America and every goddamn descendant from the white man who had any motherfucking thing to do with that shit. And you know what I say? Here's what I say. Give me justice or give me my gun. Because this, I don't want to use this. I want my gun. I want my gun. Yeah. I'll show you how justice is handled. Fuck that petitioning and running, walking up and down the street, protesting with picket signs, wearing holes in my shoes for nothing. I ain't into that shit. I ain't into that. And I'm here to tell everybody, y'all, is they getting ready for war. The white man in this country is getting ready for civil war with each other. And I'm saying this to all black people. You better goddamn start arming yourself and get ready. Collect ammunition and all that shit. Because don't think these white folks is playing. I know they're not playing. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. I told you they was coming on January 6th before they came. Y'all thought it was a joke. I told you it was going to be quiet just before the storm. And goddamn January 6th hit, and them motherfuckers took off, and they caught y'all ass butt naked. And I knew they would. Y'all thought they playing. And then they gave you a warning and said it ain't over. And you think, fuck the FBI. They ain't going to do a goddamn thing to stop this. There ain't enough of them. Call out the army. Because when you call out the army, there's the beginning of your civil war. Because your army is going to fight each other, because your army are the people. That's how bad America has fucked her own goddamn system. Y'all some goddamn racist son of a bitch. You're so racist, you're incompetent, you're stupid, and you're blind by your own goddamn ambitions and greed. So what I want to say to you today, black people, you should start getting your passports, collecting you some money, and start building your bridge and your boats and your ships and get on your planes. And goddamn it, bag and bag, it's time to go. Where you going? Motherfucker, you know where the fuck you come from. You going back to motherfucking Africa, or you gonna keep your motherfucking ass right here, and you gonna love that white man, and you gonna die with that son of a bitch. It ain't gonna do nothing. We ain't gonna do it with the black man. The black man is gonna be gone. Only ones that's gonna stay are the Negroes and the damn fools who love America so much. They think it's a land of opportunity and prosperity. Oh, you might have a couple blacks making a couple million here and there, and they thinking they living large. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. See how quick you lose every motherfucking thing you got here. Shit. So anyway, Jericon, I have spoken, and I mean what I say, and I'm here to represent it. Fuck the white man. I'm not scared of it. And some of you motherfuckers, black man, y'all need to hold your weapon. We trying to do something here, black man. Y'all young black males, hold your gun down. Holster that weapon, soldier and young black soldier. We trying to do something. Not the Negro, the black man. We need y'all to hold it down for a minute. Just stop for a minute if you can. I can't tell you to stop. Nobody can tell you to stop. Nobody can stop a charging chariot. A charging chariot knows no rank. So nobody can stop y'all. You can't be stopped. But if you hold it down for just a minute, we trying to do something. We want to do something here. I know your pain. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. So a lot of us feeling that pain, brother. Young brother. But we don't want you going to prison for no reason, just because you can't control your emotions. You have to learn to control your emotions. Don't go on impulse. That's very damaging to a brother if he thinks and acts off impulse and doesn't think. So, and don't go into that courtroom after you done murdered 2, 3 people, felt like you was a killer and a bad motherfucker out here on the street. Don't you get in that goddamn courtroom when they sentence your ass to 2, 3 life sentence. Don't you dare cry. Don't you fucking dare cry in that goddamn courtroom. And I know about facing 2 life sentences. I was facing 2 life sentences in 2 years. They told me to plead guilty because you're facing 2 life sentences. But I didn't do the crime. I told fuck you. I ain't doing shit. I ended up serving 11 years, 4 months, 20 days in the Virginia Department of Correction. Yeah, I was kidnapped from the streets of Washington, D.C., October 22nd, 1982, and kidnapped and abducted and taken to the state of Virginia, the Commonwealth of Virginia, and held in prison, in bondage and slavery, and had to work in a prison enterprise in the sheet metal shop, making beds, file cabinets, lockers for the universities of Virginia and the prison systems. The prison enterprise that I was in made $30 million of profit each year. That's just my prison that I was in. So yeah, I was in slavery, making all that money for them. And then while I was in slavery, they came up with the big idea, more prisoners, more profit, more prisoners, more profit. Build more prisons and we're going to get them. Now they put the prison system on the Wall Street. So you know what the prison, and there's your 13th Amendment at work. It's running like a fine-tooth comb. And nobody's doing anything to stop it. But you all are sitting here and you happy to stay here with this government. This is the same government that has enslaved your ancestors, Jim Crow, the Black's Law, lynching, and all this other stuff. And now there's the same people that you want to stay here and live with like you're going to live in harmony and prosper. Nah, this is a concrete jungle. And it ain't for people of color. You're here as a ant, as a little soldier, workhorse. So your job is to pay your motherfucking taxes and keep the system going. You have to feed the beast so that he can keep you enslaved, poor, and working for him for damn near free. That is your job living in America. Yeah, fuck the United States of America.